Yeah, I've been waiting on you.
You are all I need. Nothing said could change a thing.
Future Islands have returned for their 7th studio album, People Who Aren't There Anymore. I have been a fan of Future Islands since their incredible performance on the David Letterman show back in 2014 when they performed their song Seasons, Waiting for You. The band makes these infectious 80s influenced dancey synth pop tracks with lead vocalist Sam Herring's deep and enchanting voice. That being said, although I have appreciated a lot of Future Islands music, there hasn't been a consistent album of theirs that I have loved completely front to back, in part because of their production, but also because not all of their songs have landed well with me. The lead up to People Who Aren't There Anymore has been several years, with tracks like Peach or The King of Sweden coming out years before this album dropped. And this rollout of songs has been amazing, with Peach being one of my favorite songs of 2021. However, the year's wait for the actual album was worth it because this album is delightful. The album opens with the track King of Sweden, which again was released back in 2022. It is this super dancey and heartfelt song. There is this incredible synth lead that pulses throughout the song, which highlights the emotional intensity of the track as the drums and bass carry the song forward. The setting of the song is on this train, and the sensation of the music creates this feeling like you're being compelled forward and very fast, with the sound almost warping at the speed. Herring is also wailing in the chorus that you are all I need, and you really feel it. It also highlights the themes of loss on this album. Just an incredible banger of an opener. This is followed by The Tower, which is a very powerful song about personal growth. The music keeps up the pace from the previous track, but the synths during the verse are a bit more subdued, as if they are recalling a memory. But then they pick up during the chorus, where we get Herring shouting in repetition, I. The Tower seems to be a lighthouse that Herring is heading towards, and seems to symbolize getting your proper footing after someone leaves you and you are metaphorically lost at sea. But it is also about learning from those moments of loss and becoming a better person. As he sings, everything goes, everything grows. The tempo then slows down for the track Deep in the Night, which is soaked in 80s reverb. This song feels like it's straight out of a John Hughes film, but in a good way. The lyrics on this song are much more direct and beautiful, with Herring realizing he belongs to his partner as they sleep, and when he calls out, I belong to you, it is soaked in sincerity. I also love how the song gets quiet at the end. It has a very dreamlike quality to it, which matches the themes of their partner being asleep. The next song, Say Goodbye, is about time, with the track even opening with a beat that sounds reminiscent of a ticking clock. There is also a feeling of being out of sync with your partner, whether metaphorically or in the sense of being in different time zones literally. There is also this sense of fear that with each passing day, we get one step closer to things ending. We get the great line, I don't want to say goodnight, and every day without you feels one closer to goodbye, as the chorus turns into a new wave dance party. We then get the angry dance track, Give Me the Ghost Back. I say angry because it has that feel from the scene in the 1980s film Footloose, where Kevin Bacon is angrily dancing in the warehouse. Never, 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 never. You just gotta go watch it, I guess. But the song is also a catalog of people struggling with grief, struggling with loss and death, with Herring singing that they are moving through life like a fish struggling against a fishing line. Things slow down again for Corner of My Eye, a powerful and emotional song about the dissolution of a relationship, or possibly even the death of a friend. Herring's singing on the chorus is emotionally heartbreaking as he almost strains his voice and cracks, and the synth swells are just so intense. The outro of this song as well is just heartbreaking, with Herring yelling thank you to this person who is no longer with them as he begins to accept things and move on. We then get a more cute and playful song with The Thief. There are connective threads in the lyrics that draw us back to the idea of light compelling us forward, just like in the song The Tower. The song is also about how when we are gone, our little trinkets remain as part of ourselves. It is also as if we are stealing little bits of those we love in the things that we keep from them, and how elements of your love remain even though the relationship might have ended. The music on this song is very playful, and I especially love the build-up during the chorus or pre-chorus. The structure here is a bit different. With this pulsating synth that builds up to this super dancey and catchy part, with Herring singing, I know I was gone, but I was here all along. Irises is another incredible track about breaking the chains of the past. Herring wonders introspectively whether or not they are the way they are because of their roots, or whether they can grow and change. There are these interesting questions about being connected to things that rot, whether that rot will cause a rot in you, but the song ends on a more hopeful note, as Herring asks, if the leaves are dying, are we not dying too? And then ends by answering, we're not dying too. Even the music propels this hopeful energy, with the song feeling like you're ascending during the chorus. However, we get a bit more doubt on the track The Fight. Herring sings that he will keep fighting, but this is somewhat ambiguous whether he is fighting in terms of trying to keep the relationship or fighting in terms of moving on. But he doesn't sound as convinced, as he worries that this might be his last one, whatever that one might be. The music is a bit more subdued as well, as this internal tension begins to build. This leads into the incredible track Peach, which is a super infectious dance groove, continuing the themes of the previous track. Herring is dealing with trying to fight while also being pulled back down. It's a cruel world, but Herring is not giving up. He also won't give up on his partner, which is the final message of the song. But it ends on a sad note, as if he still knows it's over. This leads into The Sickness, which signals that end, with Herring reflecting on his past love and how now it seems mysterious and far away, as this sickness symbolizes the feelings of doubt that led to the end of the relationship. I really enjoy the weird, plucky synths on this one. There's also this super fuzzed out and weird guitar solo at the back end of the song. It has this quality of coming to terms with things ending, almost dreamlike, as you're remembering the kind of happy parts of your relationship, but also with the fuzziness, it has this tension that things are starting to come apart. The album then ends with the track The Garden Wheel, which is the final statement on the end of this relationship. There are some great lines here, with Herring singing how we worked to till the soil until the labor all but spoiled, how we worked the earth so much it turned to dust. However, even though I feel like the lyrics are somewhat conclusive, the song doesn't carry the same weight that I felt like the rest of the album was building towards. I think the opening synths have weight, but the song just kind of drifts by, which in a way I think might be the point, but I still wanted a bit more for the conclusion of this album. I really love this album. It's dancey, catchy, emotionally impactful, with lyrics that make you think about love, heartbreak, and letting go. I feel the production on this album is much more raw and engaging than previous projects by Future Islands. I didn't love how the album ended necessarily, but it was still decent. I enjoyed the experience, and I would give this album an 8.5 out of 10. What did you think of this album? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Were you sitting on the fence on this one? Let me know in the chat below. Like the video. Do all the things that you do on a YouTube video. And yeah, thank you for watching. Have a good one.